let's get right into it. Number 7, drink your pee. Yep, let's start with the golden classic. The advice that's trickled down through every survival show ever. If you're dying of thirst, just recycle your pee. Spoiler alert, no. Unless you're Bear Grylls and also filming on a set with medics 5 feet away, this might just fast-track your funeral. Here's the deal. Urine is not just water with a bad attitude. It contains waste, the stuff your kidneys literally filtered out because it was too toxic to keep. So by drinking it, you're putting all that toxic junk right back in. It's like taking out the trash and then eating it because the fridge is empty. Sure, it might be sterile when it leaves your body, for a second, but it doesn't stay that way. The longer it sits, the more it becomes a bacterial cocktail of regret. And if you're already dehydrated, that pee is even more concentrated. So congratulations, now your kidneys have to work overtime to get rid of the same waste. Again, basically, drinking your urine in a survival scenario is like trying to charge your phone with a dead battery. It just doesn't work. And it makes things worse. Number 6, follow birds to find water. Ah yes, the Disney-inspired survival tip. Birds equals nature equals magical water sources. Just follow a flock and you'll stumble upon a babbling brook guarded by woodland creatures and a talking deer. Right? Wrong. In real life, birds are not your personal tour guides to hydration. Some birds do hang around water, sure, but others are perfectly happy living in dry, scorching wastelands and surviving on cactus juice or bug guts. Some even get most of their moisture from the seeds they eat. So if you start blindly trailing every bird you see, you might end up deeper in the wilderness, more lost than ever, and still thirstier than a houseplant in July. Also, let's talk about logistics. Have you ever tried following a bird? They fly fast, in random directions. They are not walking leisurely to a pond like a polite trail companion. You're basically chasing a feathery hallucination while your body is trying to shut down from dehydration. If you're in a real survival situation, you're better off learning how to collect dew with a cloth or digging for groundwater near vegetation. Following birds? That's how you turn your life into a National Geographic blooper reel. Number 5, suck out the snake venom. Okay, let's clear this one up once and for all. If someone ever gets bitten by a venomous snake, do not turn into a human syringe. This whole suck out the poison with your mouth trick is less life-saving hero and more congrats. You now both might die. First of all, venom doesn't just sit politely near the surface of the bite like jam on toast. It spreads through the lymphatic system quickly, way faster than your panicked vacuuming skills. By the time you've gone in for a heroic suck, the venom's already RSVP'd to your friend's internal organs. Second, your mouth, it's full of bacteria. Like, a lot. So congratulations, now the bite wound might come with a free side of infection. And if you have any tiny cuts or ulcers in your mouth, you probably do. You just gave the venom a second entrance ticket. Get medical help ASAP. Pressure bandages can help slow venom spread, assuming you're trained to use them. But the whole cowboy movie routine of, hold still, I saw this in a western once, that's how people end up as cautionary tales on Reddit. You are not a snakebite vacuum. You are a meat-based organism with bad ideas. Number 4, drink your pee. Ah yes, the golden myth. Popularized by reality shows, overly confident hikers, and that one guy who insists he read it in a survival book once. Drinking your own urine is somehow seen as a hardcore, last resort survival hack. Spoiler, it's not. It's just gross, and potentially dangerous. Here's the thing, urine isn't some kind of miracle hydration elixir. It's waste. Your body filtered out a bunch of stuff it didn't want and sent it packing. It's salty, full of toxins, and the more dehydrated you are, the worse it gets. So when you're already low on water, chugging pee is basically asking your kidneys to work overtime with poison soup. And let's say you're already suffering from heat stroke, kidney strain, or dehydration-induced confusion, which you probably are. If drinking pee seems like a solid option, dumping more waste into the system is like yelling, "Fire!" in a burning building. You're just making everything worse and smellier. Plus, let's be real, the second you cross that urine threshold, you've mentally decided that any yellow liquid is fair game. That's a slippery slope that ends in a health hazard and a deeply awkward rescue story. Now, if you're trained, have the right gear, and know how to distill it, as in, turn it into steam and recondense the water, then sure, you might get a few sips of actual hydration, but casually sipping it like you're Bear Grylls at brunch? No. Bottom line, you're better off conserving energy, covering up to prevent sun exposure, and waiting for rescue than recycling body juice like a desperate Brita filter. Number 3, suck the venom out. We've all seen it in the movies. Someone gets bitten by a snake, and their brave buddy leaps into action, slicing an X over the bite and sucking the venom out like they're auditioning for a cowboy-themed medical drama. Dramatic? Yes. Effective? Not even a little. Let's break this one down. First off, your mouth is not a venom vacuum. Even if you do manage to suck some fluid out, most of the venom has already spread through the tissue within seconds. You're not stopping anything, just giving yourself a weird new flavor and probably some bacteria to go along with it. Second, if you've got any cuts, sores, or gum issues, and who doesn't, and congratulations, You just gave the venom a fast pass into your own bloodstream. So now you've got 2 people in trouble, and a bonus round of awkward explanations for the paramedics. And about that slicing an X thing, please don't. That just makes the wound worse. You're increasing tissue damage, risking infection, and wasting precious time when you could be, I don't know, getting actual help. Here's what you should really do if someone gets bitten by a venomous snake. Keep them calm. Panic, ill faster spread. Keep the bitten limb below heart level. Immobilize it, like a twisted version of a spa day. Call for emergency help immediately. Do not chase snakes, suck venom, or get creative with pocket knives. This isn't a Tarantino movie. It's your squishy human body on a timer, so the next time you're tempted to be the hero with the vacuum mouth, don't. Number 2, play dead with a bear. Alright, let's paint a picture. You're hiking, vibing with nature, and then boom, bear. Giant, fuzzy, terrifying. Your brain short circuits and remembers some vague advice like, just play dead. It worked in The Revenant, right? Well, sort of, but also very much not always, because there are different kinds of bears, and different kinds of bear behavior, and playing dead at the wrong time, that's just called serving yourself up like a picnic snack. Grizzly bear attacks? Maybe play dead. If the bear is acting defensive, like you surprised it, or it's protecting cubs, then yes, lying face down, hands over neck, and going limp might convince it you're not a threat. Black bear attacks? Do not play dead. Black bears are more likely to see that as an all-you-can-eat buffet. In this case, you want to fight back. Loud, aggressive, aim for the face. Go full unhinged raccoon energy. And if it's a predatory bear, meaning it stalked you, didn't get startled, and just thinks you'd make a cute snack, then playing dead is the worst possible choice. You're not fooling anyone. That bear isn't confused. It's hungry, and you're now meat with no resistance. The smarter move? Carry bear spray. Make noise. Don't sneak up on wildlife. And most importantly, don't assume all bear advice is one size fits all. Nature's not following the script, and you definitely don't get a stunt double. Number 1, drink your own pee. Ah yes, the golden rule of survival, literally. Somewhere along the way, probably thanks to TV shows involving overly enthusiastic British men leaping off cliffs, people got the idea that drinking your own urine is the ultimate life-saving hack. Spoiler alert, it's not. It's just gross and dangerous, and also gross. Did we mention gross? Now let's break down the biology of why this is such a terrible idea. Your body doesn't excrete urine for fun. It's getting rid of stuff, specifically excess salts, toxins, and waste products your kidneys are politely removing so you don't die. Drinking that back down is like licking the floor after you mop it. It wasn't clean to begin with, and now it's even worse. If you're already dehydrated and then you drink pee, you're just dumping more salt and urea into a system that's already on the edge. That forces your kidneys to work harder, which uses even more water, which, yeah, now you're more dehydrated than when you started. And no, filtering it through a sock or t-shirt doesn't magically turn it into Evian. Unless you're MacGyver with a portable distillation rig. Spoiler, you're not. That urine is staying nasty, and not helpful. Now sure, in extreme, very controlled survival scenarios, like with distillation gear or emergency desalination kits, there's a teeny tiny science-based loophole where it could be made drinkable. But let's be real, if you're wandering the desert and considering sipping warm body lemonade, you probably don't have lab equipment strapped to your backpack. Bottom line, if you're dying of thirst, drink cactus water, rainwater, a muddy puddle, the condensation off your own forehead, but don't drink your pee. That's not survival. That's panic-flavored denial with a side of self-sabotage. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.